Alright guys, so part 2, the internet and relationships. The internet plays a big role in cultivating new relationships and maintaining existing bonds with friends and family. It also has been a new source of tension between parents and children for reasons like monitoring and controlling internet use and content. Attitude towards online dating have become more and more positive over time. As quoted here, results from a study conducted in 2013 conclude that 1 in 10 Americans have used an online dating site or mobile dating application, and an even higher percentage know at least one person that has. So essentially, the internet is affecting relationships of all types, whether it's family, trying to stay communicated with those you've known your whole life, or whether you're trying to date and meet new people. The internet definitely has an effect. Whether it's negative or positive is yet to be seen. But it's definitely an influencer and a factor in the situation. So, online monitoring. Social media has become a necessary tool for political and business marketing. These platforms collect and share valuable information with those trying to connect with the community. Companies and politicians use information like email address, geographical location, and personal interests to customize messages that will impact the individual the most. So essentially, everything you're doing online is being monitored. It's being logged and categorized. Doesn't mean that it's always being seen, but it is being sold to those that are trying to communicate with their community. Whether they're trying to sell you something or influence you on something, they're able to gather this information and create more specific advertisement, things that they know will have a higher chance of catching your attention. Now, the internet has taken over the world. According to Fox and Rainey, 2014 survey, 87% of American adults use the internet and 71% of users go online every day. Based on information from the study, it is very clear that younger adults are more likely to use the internet. As you can see, 97% of the people between the ages of 18 and 29 use the internet, 93% of people between the ages of 30 and 49 use the internet, 88% of people between 50 and 64 use the internet, and only 57% of people over the age of 65 use the internet. So the internet is becoming more commonly used. As we can see, obviously older generations are finding it harder to adapt to the technology because it may be foreign and uncommon and filled with more obstacles than they're willing to deal with. But as younger people are born into this technology, they seem to be adapting very well. I would say that within the next 30-40 years, the majority of society will be on the internet, and I'm sure that across these ranges of ages, we will see at least 90% of those age groups using the internet, since it's becoming more and more common. Now, the four most common uses for the internet, one is communication services like email, instant messaging, or posting online. 2 would be fact-finding, like looking up a definition or researching a topic. 3 would be posting information and uploads like pictures or music videos or memes. And 4 would be information gathering, like looking for news or health information. So while all these 4 categories are technically looking for something different, they're definitely all gathering information. And I think that's the most common use for the internet. Now, privacy online. With the increasing sociability and personalization of the internet, along with more and more routine tasks moving online, the importance of safely handling personal data in an online environment will become more important. We are trending in the right direction according to Rainey and Keisler. This 2013 survey, because more than 85% of the internet users have taken steps to reduce the amount of data they make available online by setting stricter privacy settings in social networking sites. Changing their browsing behavior. So essentially, people are getting more used to the internet. They're understanding the different factors and the different settings that go along with being an online user, and people are becoming smarter with their data and taking advantage of the privacy settings that are allowed by their browser or by whatever social platform they're using. So in conclusion, the internet is unpredictable, and while it isn't clear if it's making relationships easier, it is definitely making information and communication more accessible. There's definitely no doubt about that. It is truly imperative that we not forget about the importance of our online privacy, and we must continue to monitor the influences of these behaviors in society. So we definitely need to be aware of the information that's being collected by others about us. We need to be aware about the way we post information and what we are making available out there to other people, and we also should really pay attention to the way these these new systems are influencing relationships. Like I said, we can't necessarily define if it's good or bad at this point. There's definitely pros and cons, but this is something that we should definitely keep an eye on. Now, final quiz question. Which of the following information is being collected about you online? A. Geographical location, B. Email address, C. Personal interest, or D. All of the above? The answer is D. All of the above. They're collecting those 3 bits of information: email address, geographical location, and personal interest. And I'm sure we can break those down into subcategories, and so they can have more specific information. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Just something to keep in mind. Have a good one.